Good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the country, around the world. Welcome back to the Kerbal Space program. We're out here on the launch pad? The launch pad with something of a U.S. shuttle style launch. Oh, never noticed that. Under construction. Fun. We're going to go to the North Pole, though. We're taking a bit of a step away from... I'm not a step away, but, you know, like how we did the 2 episodes of SSTOs, we're going to do this with a shuttle style launch because they're fun. Just a bit of a tip, bit of a power slide, but then it's pretty darn stable. This is actually a design I built and used in my last series playthrough, my last career playthrough, or at least it's pretty darn near identical to it. It's pretty close from what I can remember. Took a little trial and error to get it to work, but I have set this guy up into an equatorial orbit, recovered it, landed it. I actually did it again. I don't know why it does that. But I landed just shy of the runway and then creeped onto the runway. Prograde. Tip over. Oh, those are done. Eek. Okay. Nice. Things seem to be going very, very fast. Oh, you're locked prograde. Duh. Let's lock that way. Anyway, we're going to the North Pole, and that can require a little extra oomph. That's part of the reason why I decided to do it this way. That wasn't the cleanest launch. I'm busy talking and not paying attention. But good, yeah, our Appalabs is swinging around to the north, where this is just going to be a suborbital hop. Now we can lock prograde, that's good. Yes. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Let's fuel this guy pretty good. Okay. Whoa. Before it tips over too far. I learned you have to limit this guy to about 75. But we are going to just get out of the atmosphere, so that's good. We're going to keep pushing just a little bit. There we go. Again, suborbital, so we're not going to go too crazy too far. We're going to get this up to, we'll call it 100, and then we'll correct after that. Close enough, 99. Add a maneuver. Let's bring you up so we can see what we're doing. Boop. And so we just want it to be into the polar areas. Boop. I can't tell if that's land or water. I think most of it's land. But I want it to go a little further because we are going to, again, hit atmosphere, you know, and come back down. Maybe a little less. Yeah. That should do. That should be the polar lowlands, the flat, really flat pole. It should be. I hope it is. And let's see. Now that we're in space... Again, I played with this before, I had to do a lot of trial and error. It's better if I limit this guy to, like, what did I have? I think I had it at, there it is, 34 last time. So we have 1 minute and 9 seconds. We're going to hit that pretty soon. And we're going to probably have to ditch this stage fairly soon as well, but that's okay. Yeah, we're in space. We've got plenty of time. We're going to physics or time warp a little bit. Okay, we're almost there. And we're just waiting for these guys to burn out, which actually might not happen. We might keep it, which would be interesting. I mean, we're not going into a full orbit, so we might not need it. So we're almost going orbital, but not quite. We'll probably burn out. We'll probably burn through those guys. These guys should still be... Yeah, they're still full. So that's something else. That's that. Okay, good, good, good. And at this point... I mean, this thinks there's still a little more to do, or I wasn't watching, but we're going to the pole now. Excellent. So at this point, though, we don't need this stage. This is just to get us up there. Oh, wow, and there's, like, nothing left anyway. So, quick save, and say goodbye to you. You can RCS stabilize because we're in space. We'll flip ourselves around. Ooh, I thought the wing was going to whack that. Thankfully, it didn't. Burp, burp, burp. Good. And in case we need to thrust, I don't want these guys because that'll thrust us off our center of mass. These guys are good because they help counteract the big engine with the tank down below. But for anything else, deorbiting and whatnot, you want to disable those. So again, fairly simple design, fairly simple build. Oh, I used up all that liquid fuel first. Interesting. I don't remember if I left liquid fuel in there or not. I might have. I don't know. Because our stuff is... Oh, yeah, of course it's not balanced because there's way more space for liquid fuel. Anywho, at this point, it's a fairly standard space plane re-entry. Excuse me. So we're going to land down there. Oh, I have packed... Here, we can take a look at it while we're still in space. I have packed some science into the cargo bay. So we're going to science the crap out of it on the surface and get all the monies. Not all the monies. All the science points that we can there. I have run a few missions. I just did a satellite mission. I feel like I did something else off camera too yesterday, and I can't remember what it was. But we've done a bunch of things. Oh, well, testing this before too. I guess I count that as, quote, a mission, even though I didn't show it. We have a lot of science. So after this mission, we'll see where we are for science. If it doesn't get us quite enough, we'll use this as our... We completed a mission. Pop out to the space station, gather the science out of the data core there, or the science core, the lab, mobile processing unit, that place, and transmit it back. And that should give us plenty of science to get all the pieces we need to build our space station. That's what I'm going for next. The space station. That's my next thing. That's what I'm going to spend... like tomorrow I'll record like 4 or 5 episodes doing nothing but building that space station. At least I hope so, unless I get just ridiculously frustrated with it and want to give up and kill myself. Hopefully not, though. Let's quick save before we hit the atmosphere. Time warp to it. There it is. We're going to hold ourselves... Start off at like 15, 10 or 15. We're not coming in from a full orbit, so we're going a little slower than we could be otherwise, I think. Either way, we're not going for a runway, and the poles are going to be very, very flat. Ooh, look at the auroras. So it should be pretty easy to land somewhere. Who cares where if it's flat? As long as it's flat, I should say. Okay, let's get going. Because I am impatient. Wobble, 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 wobble. This might be a little bit wobblier than my last ship. Okay, so the nose is starting to heat up. Whoa! There we go. There are some flame effects. And things are getting a little bit toasty. I didn't put a radiator on this one. It's okay. It's not like bright red. It's just starting to get red. So it's not too bad. And there we are at the poles. A little squared off, but not bad. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Whoa. Bleeding off our speed, dropping below, or almost about to drop below 2 kilometers per second. Yeah, that looks fairly evenly distributed across the whole body. I mean, we're up at a, what is that, 35 degree? So, yeah, at least the heat's not just barreling into this piece up here. I've done that before, testing these out on my last playthrough where you just let it sit prograde the whole time. This guy gets all the action and just boom, blows up. And then you're done. And then poor Jeb is done. And then everybody's sad. Is that, I'm just now noticing the marks here. I wonder if that's like a no, they wouldn't do that. That's not a graphic effect. That's just there and I just never noticed it before. Alright, good. So we are slowing down. What is that? Oh, that's the other piece. That just crashed. Good. So yeah, we're going to come down right in the middle of the poles, which is excellent. Still have lots of power, so that's good. Not that it matters. We're not going to transfer anything. We're going to recover everything. Am I No, I'm not kicking it up either. I was worried that because we were at such a high angle like this, we would kick ourselves back up and extend our trajectory off. But I don't think we're going to. I think we're just going to keep slowing down and plummeting down toward the surface. Good. Heat effects are done, at least for the most part. Yes. Excellent. Good. So another smooth descent. Beautiful. Okay, let's, because I'm lazy. Yeah, okay, you wobble. That's nice. And we're coming across the North Pole, so the nav ball and the camera gets a little bit wonky, but it's not too bad. All right, at this point, though, we can go ahead and just dive to the ground. We'll speed up a little bit, but it's not going to be too bad. But we do just want to get down to the ground, at a decent pace. Lock it prograde. Yeah, we're not going to go too terribly fast, but still, we're speeding up a bit. All right, this looks a little rockier than I wanted. Oh, yes, much rockier than I wanted. Whoa. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Wow. Well, we slowed ourselves down, though, so that's good. Wow, okay. Stop. Interesting. So this is a little rockier than I wanted. I think, I wanted these flats over here. So we're going to go ahead and bank ourselves around to that. At least try to. Come on, pull that prograde marker. Good, okay. Okay, I think I should be able to glide it down to the flats over there. If nothing else, we can thrust it away. That doesn't really show me anything. Oh, it shows me, so that's, shows me not quite making it. But the arc will shift with us because we are creating lift. Yeah, and we're hitting straight prograde, so yeah, it's slowly moving over. Okay. We should be just okay. And then we'll just flare at the landing, at the ground, and lower the landing gear. Wow, words are really difficult today. Lower the landing gear, flare at the end, and come in for a nice, cushy landing. And this, I believe, is pretty darn close to sea level, too. All right. Go ahead and drop the landing gear, even though going a little fast. Good. I don't actually know where the surface is. Lights? Lights are on. We'll see who's home. And unfortunately, because we're up at a certain angle from the sun, there is no sun, so there's no shadows. But this is all really light. Oh, I think I can see light from our lights. Really, this is like dipping down into fog. I have no point of reference for where the ground is, and this is kind of creepy and scary. Like I said, I think this is pretty close to sea level, but I'm not sure. I guess we can keep watching the lights, and as they get smaller and smaller, it means they're getting spread less and less, which means we're getting closer and closer. Oh my. It just looks like the game is paused, and it's like just hanging there in the sky. Oh, I don't know what that was. Oh, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Here's the ground, here's the ground, here's the ground. I think. Woo! There we are. Okay. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Yes, 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 yes. So that was a little terrifying because we had no idea where the ground was. But, it was very close to sea level. But I wasn't sure. All right, so now that we are here... Oh, I should have installed a ladder on the side. Oopsie. Now that we are here... Oh, first of all, quick save. Now that we are here, though, we can do science. Aim the camera at that guy. I used one what's it called, one of the DMagic, whatever called, because or the universal storage, because it's the Science Junior. Otherwise, Science Juniors take up this whole thing. Keep. Oh, that's not very much. Observe the goo. Log magnetometer. Oi, yes, and you extend. Great. Toggle that. Run an analysis. That's it? Okay. I thought I would get science from that. I guess not. Maybe that informs something else. Oh, there we go. Good. Atmospheric. Okay, good. So, teeny bit of science from these guys. Isn't there? It is. There's a thermometer. Temperature. Nominal? You would think it would be like freezing, but okay. And log pressure. Alright, so we got all those. We'll recover the vessel here in a bit. It's not going to get all our money back, but that's okay. We're going to send... that looks stupid. Hold on. Toggle the doors. And close you up. So, we're going to quick save, and we're going to send Jeb out to do a quick EVA and plant a flag, because, hey, we can. I don't think we'll be able to get him on board, so we'll just recover him, and then recover the ship as well. Oh, well. Whoa, boop. Come on, Jeb. You can do better than that. Alright, so how you doing? I like a spacesuit was entirely necessary? Yeah, you're probably right. Take a surface sample. Yay. Sadly, things on Kerbin aren't really worth all that much. And plant a flag. We made it to the North Pole. Pole. There we go. Good. Okay, good. Alright, so now, like I said, I don't think I'm going to be able to get Jeb back on the ship. I should have installed a ladder, and I didn't, and I failed. Because RCS won't do anything on Kerbin's gravity, right? Nope, not a thing. That's okay. We can easily recover him, and then recover the vessel from the map. So we'll get a little science with Jeb, and then a little more science when we bring back Bill, I think it was, and the plane. There we go, another 11 science. Okay, great for him. And then it's no, a lot of times you could see it here, but you can't. So we'll have to go here. And unfortunately, you're going to recover it from here, so you'll see the science stuff here. Not the end of the world, though. There we go. Yep, it's on the North Pole. Recover it. Are you sure? Yes. So here we got everything again. Another 30 science, so not the best. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Gesundheit to me. Got some money back. Half of the value. And nothing for Bill. Alright, so at this point then, we have, whatever that said, 2,600 science. I'm not sure if that's quite enough for everything that I want for the space station. Come on. So we need 5, that. Oh, it might be enough. There was something else I wanted too, wasn't there? Oh, the big relay antenna. I will want that. I don't need it, although it's part of this one that I need anyway. And these are other science and things. Okay. So the 3 I need, I think I have just enough now to actually build a space station, because science, another science, small parts like the ion engines. Yeah, I need these 2 because they will unlock the distributor core. Excellent. And better probe cores. Beautiful. That gives us a lot of stuff we need. So, we can get we can get this one. And this one. And yes, we have enough for this one as well. Not quite enough anymore, but that's okay. We only need a few thousand more, and we're easily going to get that once we build a space station and put all the science stations on it that I plan to put on it. We'll have tons of science processing capability. Well, that was a short mission. Short episode, I should say. Let's go ahead, though, and pop out to... Well, I was just there. It's only been a day. I don't think there's going to be any... I don't think there's going to be much science on there for us to collect. Again, not that science is a big concern right now, because it's not. Right? We only have... Yeah, I just sucked some science out of there. But again, we don't really need it because we've got enough science back at home. I just thought I know what I can do now to take up a little time. Not that we're whatever. A shorter episode is nice. So I've added a couple more mods. One that I was a fan of before and I'm still a fan of is Capcom. It's basically a way to see the available missions without going to the command center. Mission control. So I can see my active missions. I can even sort them by target body. Duna. Kerbin, Minmus. I can sort them all. I can sort them by the company that wants me to do them. I can sort them by time remaining. Yeah. I can sort them by prestige, which is what they're defaultly sorted to. So that's kind of a cool thing. Offered, completed. Oh, records. That's cool. Yeah, I do like Capcom because you can be anywhere and you can get access to Capcom. I believe I added the Kerbal joint reinforcement just because it's nice to have. And the station core pieces that I'm going to use, the stock-alike station pieces, I was using the old version, and every time I started the game, it would whine at me, no, you can't use this, it's 1.1.2 compatible. Well, guess what? Now they are fully compatible. And that's going to be basically our station core. The cool thing about this, it actually has basically the big probe core inside it. So it's got probe controls. Yes. Right, because you were the same type of thing, right? Oh, it might not be an actual probe control. No, I already got one. But it can be used to control other probes, which is kind of a cool thing. But it's got SAS, so that's cool. So this itself, I mean, let's just be stupid and put it out on the launch pad and see what options it gives me when I press, T to bring up the SAS. Otherwise I think would have said no control functions available, but it should give me something here. Anywho, this will be the central core hub of our station. No fuel, but yes, so I have all these. So it's a pretty good probe core body inside there. So those are now updated and quote correct with 1.2 instead of 1.1.2 or 0.3. No, it was 1.2. So those are there. I'm still waiting on MechJeb. I've seen Quill18 play with MechJeb, and it looks nice and new. I think he's playing with the dev build, and I've thought about that, but I think I'm going to hold off on that. I want to wait until it shows up in CCAN and everything's good to go. Oh, something we do want to be looking at, though. Oh, wait, not yet. Not that yet. This will come in handy later, but we're not there yet. But astronaut complex. I want to see pilot, scientist. I'm going to need a lot more scientists for things. But every time I hire a new one, they're going to disappear. Well, let's see. How many do I have here at... I have 3... I have 3 here. It's going to be a while till I get to that point. I have 2 pilots and 3 scientists out on the space station. There's a part of me that wants to do this, the new space station I'm building here at Kerbin, manned. Every piece needs to be manned, or at least have somebody up there And for every docking maneuver, they need to be controlling it to dock it. Something like that. Might not be quite doable yet. We shall see. Well, things to play with, things to work on for that space station. I'm going to spend, like I said, tomorrow I'll make a few episodes recording that space station construction. But that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you like it, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, pass the word. I will catch you later.